Good morning. As discussed, I'm sharing the video on how to develop organizational behavior canvas in Miro. Miro is a data visualization and collaboration platform which helps us present our ideas in a nice representative way. In order to get access to the organizational behavior canvas, what we do is that you need to sign up or log into your existing account. If you don't have an account already, you click sign up free, and this sign up window comes up. You can sign up with CBU email address, use your Gmail account or Microsoft account, any of these following accounts. Once you follow these steps, that is signing up, you should end up here. You should end up on this platform, on this landing page. So what do you do is that you click with a blank board. Do you see here? Blank board plus. And then the templates come up. I created this organizational behavior canvas template, submitted to Miro to publish as a public template, and they did. So it is now super easy. You just need to search templates by name, category, or company. So you will search here organizational behavior canvas. And this has Maya Gyurbalita, so this is the one that I've created. So you click this one, use template. And now you have access to this organizational behavior canvas template, which is ready for you to fill it out. So it has all the parameters that we discussed: leadership style, communication style, workplace values and diversity, and ethics, diversity and inclusion, motivation and rewards, conflict management and workplace relationships, and work-life balance and well-being. So here it has untitled. So instead of untitled, I'll name it as org behavior canvas assignment. And then that way I have this in my folder already. So with the, you can zoom in so that you can write it well. So it has similarities. You can move the similarities a little bit up. And then for the stickers, currently it has 2 stickers. If you need more stickers, you can just copy and paste each sticker, or you can click sticky notes here and pick and choose the color, for instance this one, and then click here. So what I did, now I'll delete this. So click here, sticky note. Do you see the sticky note? And you pick the color. In this case, my color matches this one, so I'll click. And then click wherever you would like this sticky note to be located. Okay, so let's start filling out similarities in the leadership style. So what are the similarities? And this is just an example, so please don't take it that you have to copy the same answers in your organizational behavior canvas. No way. These are just like very quick responses from my side to demonstrate how it should be filled out. For instance, and plus, we will be discussing all of this, like the leadership styles, later in the course. So many of this information will be coming up for you in the next 2 weeks or so. So leadership style is that it is like democratic. For similarities, it is that both cultures emphasize, like, we have clear leadership structure, so clear leadership structure and clear accountability structure, and which means that the responsibility lines are well defined. And this one I'll delete. And then for the differences, based on my opinion, the differences is that Canadian is more transformational or participatory, participative, and then I'll copy next one down here. And our own culture is more hierarchical and authoritarian. Okay, you can add as many as you want, like 3, 4, 5, but this is the minimum. So minimum 2 points under similarity and 2 points under differences. Next one is the communication style. Communication styles. Profession. So in both cases, similarities is that respectful communication is valued, for instance, and professional communication, like business professional, professional communication is valued. So it should be like business communication style and not just like using slangs and using like very informal style. However, the differences is that in Canadian culture, the communication is direct, open, and feedback oriented, while in our own culture is high contextual and hierarchical. So what does it mean? It means that in our, like at least back in my country, I mean, and all of our cultures differ, it's much more boss to servant relationship rather than like very equal and peer-to-peer communication. So next one is workplace diversity. So workplace diversity, the similarities are that like efficiency and professionalism are important in both cultures, right? Professionalism is important and integrity is important. Integrity is valued. And differences is that in Canadian work culture, we have maybe greater emphasis on inclusion programming, maybe, or more like diversity focused programming, so we can say like that. And in our own culture, what's that? Sorry, which one I'm looking at? Work values. Okay, sorry, it's values, it's not diversity. So here, individualism, autonomy, and work life balance, which is important here. And in our own cultures, it is much more collectivism and long-term relationships. So we continue the same for all the other ones. Under diversity and inclusion, we'll say that both maybe environments recognize importance of diversity. And then under differences, it could be that are like less formalized DI initiatives in our culture. While in Canadian culture, it's much more equity, inclusion policies, and multiculturalism. So you do the same for motivation. Then you do for power and politics, is that like in Canada, it's much more flatter hierarchies. So meaning that people don't have that much, so it's more of a peer-to-peer communication, peer-to-peer relationship rather than boss and servant relationship, while in our cultures it's much more emphasis of seniority and authority and etc. And for the conflict management, in Canada there are always times some of a structured conflict management resolutions, open feedback, there are very strong HR involvements, and maybe in our cultures it's we try to avoid confrontation and for the sake of many other things. And then work-life balance, like maybe some flexible work schedules, more mental health support, unlike other countries. So at the end, you will end up this simple visual representation of these 9 parameters, which summarizes similarities and differences of organizational culture in Western cultures like Canadian cultures and to our own country. If you don't have work experience back in your own country, please think of your own, like the relationships that you had at the university with your professors or in your like family. What is the power dynamics? So more of a cultural norms that you've seen at the university during studies, during relationships with your friends and families. So please don't limit yourself that, oh, I don't have the work experience and I cannot fill that out. So once you finish this, you can add, like, as I said, as many sticky notes as you would like. So at least 2 per section, I mean per similarity or per difference is needed. The rest is up to you how many you want to add. Once you finish, what you do is that click these 3 dots, then board, then export and save as image. But please pay attention here, save as image. So do you see here it says small, medium, large? Click medium, but do you see now the frame is only on some part? So what you need to do, you need to increase this frame to fit your board. So this is very important, otherwise you get the picture of small section of the board. So now, do you see my frames fit exactly the board? And then I click export and I get the picture. So now if I go in my downloads, I have this organizational behavior canvas. So what I'm gonna do is that I'll copy this and I'll click insert page break, just 1 second. So okay, so I'll change the layout of my document, of one page of my document, and I'll paste this. So now this is part of the document or the paper that you're working with. Good luck everyone. Please feel free to ask any questions if some things don't make sense. Have a nice day.